Okay.
And she has to pay for that CH plus somehow, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, I can't put it on your tag, right? You like that, Dr. Alex?
What'd you say, love?
I said I could put it on his tab. He said I gotta pay for the plus. I said I can put it on his tab.
Exactly.
I'm like, come on, sis. What's going on? All right,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a...
These people aren't here lying to themselves. They talking about Americans have always wanted jobs. These jobs, any jobs.
Mr. Michael Johnson, come on up. Mr. Michael Johnson, come on up. Mm-hmm. No union, I don't know what that is against.
Let me read this.
I tried.
Let me read this.
No union is against Trump. What you saying, Michael? Michael Johnson, come on up. Pull up.
Well, a lot of union members supported Trump, didn't they?
Somebody invite him.
I guess he's... I don't think he wants to come up. I guess he's saying Trump is against the unions.
Oh, let me see this.
Generally is true because Joe Biden is for... Joe Biden and the Democratic Party are for labor and the unions and organized labor.
Get on stage, guys. Y'all wanted them on stage.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
Oh, Mel got the power.
Finally got up here. How y'all doing?
We doing fine, Michael. You driving the truck?
Yeah. I'm working my machine right now. I'm washing my van right now.
All right. Well, look, we love a working man now. Okay.
What you yapping about? No, because you had raised your hand to come up, and I set down the carpet for you, sir, and you did not come up. And then I saw you chatting and tweeting in the chat, so I just thought maybe I can make it easier on you, so I can understand what you're saying.
Definitely, thank you for that. Just had to secure the volume in the back with everything going on. Yeah, but I've been a union member for 23 years in this trade. There's not many black folks in it. Every young black man I've seen that's doing like little odd jobs and they ain't going nowhere. I've always tried to get in. But what I've noticed a lot with our youth is like once you get in, it's no joke. You got to show up. You got to be there. You got to learn. You got to do all the things that, you know, if your mind ain't ready, it's not going to work out very well for you. Very cutthroat in this trade. Early on in the trade for me, I just gravitated to it, learned it really well. Running jobs since my second year in the trade. And now I'm a general foreman at a company. I'm an instructor at the union hall. And there's a bunch of minorities in there, but they're legal. But it's not like there's a bunch of illegal minorities in the trades, because that's not how it works. But in Florida, for instance, like with Trump, they're against the union and all that stuff. So they wanted to where, everybody can make money. You don't have to be a part of an organization. But what that does is that kills the income for the actual workers themselves. So Florida, they probably make a quarter of what we make in California. California and New York were the highest paid in the HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and all that stuff as far as those types of sides of the trade. Easily hitting 200,000 if you want to work.
Yeah.
And it just shows the fact that like in those states where Republicans are running, they're trying to kill off the unions. They ain't with that because now they got to conform to what we demand on the union side. And then the Democrats kind of get the votes from the unions in order to give us what we want. Kind of like what black folks should be doing, you know? Hey, if you want our votes, you got to give us something. But as far as being a minority, it's not like a bunch of illegals is taking union jobs. It's not happening like that. It's not. But on the side of, you can find a guy down the street to do it, maybe in Florida, but it ain't going to swing in California. It's very strong here union-wise across the board. But trying to get a minority, especially a young black man, woman, even in the trades, a lot of times when I show up my check stuff, I got a couple guys in that's killing it right now. And they're killing everybody in class, white, Mexican, whoever want to line up. Because once we see and we got a goal, it's over. There's no competition. And but the other ones, you know, they shy away from it because it's some real work out. You really get down. You really know what you're doing. I'm working on a 5-story building right now. That's the whole HVAC is out. I heard you guys talk about heating and cooling. Well, these people are in their offices, and I'm working downstairs getting this going. But yeah, the trades is, I mean, maybe back in the day it was real cliquish like that, which I don't doubt, which it is still cliquish. Like, I have jobs, especially when I first got on, it was like, you know, they were cliquish until they seen that, okay, this dude knows what he's talking about. And then all that cliquish stuff had to drop, but they had to come and ask me or have me show them, and that kind of went away. But you can't get in here and just be like, oh, I work here to show up. That's not going to be enough in the trades. It's not. So once we get that kind of focus to where, okay, we'll take this over, I want to start my own business in the beginning. After getting all the raises and I got a family, it's like I don't have that time to, you know, soak up my whole life in the trade. I'm trying to get out of it. I got like, I retired at 55, you know, so I got, 7 more years and I'm done. So that's what 30 years in the trade and just go do whatever I want to do. But yeah, I would love to. I mean, too bad it's not a group to like lead black men in that direction, because I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, I was saying congratulations to Michael. It sounds like he did a lot of good and doing a lot of good. And my dad was a HVAC professional to heating and cooling. I mean, he's now down here, retired in Florida, living off his union. What's that word again? I mean, they don't even...
Pension. It's a
pension. Yeah, pension. Yeah, that'll be that I won't have. Even though I mean substantially more than he does, but I mean those are the and those are the things, the type of things that I was talking about when I was saying earlier. I mean, one of the things I congratulate about California is that they're very protective of their workers' rights. I mean, so a lot of the companies that are exploitative are not going to church. They know they can't do that shit in California. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I was. Yeah, I'm just gonna laugh because I want to hear more from you.
He likes the older lady. Shout out Tasha. You know, he likes the little few years older. Which you are funny. I'm cracking up.
You know,
That was in the rich and stuff. I want to know where the food was, everything. Like, oh, I'm so like, it was just like good day look. So he had, they mad that he flew in like.
Eternal companion, help us pour out our hearts to you, honestly and sincerely. With these prayers as our guide, help us feel close to you, dear God. Life makes warriors of us all. To emerge the victors, we must arm ourselves with the most potent of weapons. That weapon is prayer. Actions. No place too far. First tell me this, is there some secluded spot in the vicinity where I can go to pray? Congressman asked. He had just arrived in Breslov, the town whose name the Breslov movement has borne ever since. I know of a place that would be most suitable, the Hasid replied, but it's quite far from here. Far, the Rebbe exclaimed. What do you mean by far? Far from the mind or from the heart? Reb Nachman later taught, when your heart yearns, distance is no obstacle. In praise, my God, I work and I strive, never knowing if I will succeed. You and only you can give hope to my dreams. With your help I am spared wasted efforts. With your blessing, all hardship I endure can bear fruit. You and only you are the key to success in all that I do. Courage to grow, Almighty God, source of all the energy of life. Without you I am helpless. Give me the courage, the physical drive, the emotional energy, and the spiritual will to risk in order to grow, to welcome every challenge as my life unfolds. Full life. O life of the world, grant me a full life, a life which may be considered long because it has been filled with right living, and considered rich because it has been filled with holy acts. Making ends meet, source of all sustenance, sustain me nowadays, or even living simply, working only to acquire life's most basic necessities, demands so much. In the black, help me see my way out of this monstrous tangle of debts. the inevitable outlay for my children's needs, those overwhelming expenses and bills, those inescapable medical expenditures, but most of all, dear God, help me keep my account with you in the black. Body and soul, Holy One, grant me the strength to cast off the spiritual sluggishness and indifference which encumber my body. Let my body, together with my soul, soar ever closer to you. Teaching by being, dear God, teach me to embody those ideals I would want my children to learn from me. Let me communicate with my children wisely in ways that will draw their hearts to kindness, to decency, and to true wisdom, dear God. Let me pass on to my children only the good. Let them find in me the values and the behavior I hope to see in them. Wholeness and well-being, God of wholeness, God of healing. Envelop us with wholeness and well-being. Heal us in body and soul. Let all the elements of our bodies work together in perfect symmetry and in peaceful harmony. Remove every trace of illness, every hint of infirmity. Send the healing which you alone can bring. Sincerity, O you who are infinitely deep, yet also profoundly simple. Help me walk this simple path. Free me from any facade of sophistication, which will only hinder my endless quest to come closer to you. Help me live my life with faith, with sincerity, and with perfect simplicity. Giving, my God, help me become a giver. Help me give and go on giving. You've called on us to be charitable. Show me how. Show me how to give with a pure heart, with an open heart, with a heart filled with joy. Lead me to those who are truly deserving, for giving is so holy an act. Help me find the truly needy and help them find me. True nourishment, dear God, teach me to eat right and to eat for the right reasons. Keep me from eating the wrong foods and from eating more than I should. Let all that I eat nourish me, never weaken or harm me. Let the food I ingest create a perfect balance within me, in my body, mind, and soul. Gaining perspective. Dear God, I need your guidance. Bring perspective to my life. For the meaningless allures of this world control me. Let me see beyond the coarse requirements of my daily subsistence. Let me bask in that which is truly precious, in the beauty of my relationship with you, dear God. Working to live, though I have no choice but to work to support myself and those who depend on me. Let my job never dominate my life and psyche. Let me never be so caught up in the pursuit of my livelihood that I stoop to dishonesty in order to get ahead. Let me make no transaction without recognizing that any measure of success I might find, I can come only from you. Oh God, see my pain, see the constant tension and anxiety with which I must function, with which I don't function. Touch my life with your love and your strength. With your wisdom I have more than I can bear alone. Troubles, kind, loving God, stretch out your hand to strengthen me. Lift me up from my abyss.
And Anand and Larry and Siam, or Sam, Siam, huh? I guess it's Siam. Welcome, Steve, Anand, and Larry. You get the gold, the silver, and the bronze star for being the first, the second, and the third into the room. Siam and Yasi, you get honorable mentions. Hello there, Chuck. Welcome aboard as well. I thought we would take our focus away from Iran for a moment and talk about the hurricane data. Hey, Marshall, which that data is no longer available as of today, and also the food bank cuts, which we've never really delved into before, because of a story in the New York Times today, which said that the food banks in New York City are at a crisis. And now that I've researched it, I see that there are many other cities as well. So those are our topics today. Christopher Anson, Albers, welcome. Anson wrote a piece which was prompted by mine in the Critical Thinking Forum Substack page, a deeper dive into an analysis of what happened with those strikes on the three nuclear facilities in Iran. I think we were talking about two different things in our various essays, but it was a great follow-up to mine because I don't have